It is the police call everybody will be talking about. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Denise Valdez.
I'm Brian Loftus. A family says something crashed into their backyard, prompting them to call 911, saying they saw creatures walking around.
Our 8 News Now investigators digging into this for weeks now. And tonight, our David Sharns with the video you will only see on 8 News Now. David?
Right, Denise, sources telling the 8 News Now investigators that several agencies believe something landed or crashed. Whether it was non-humans or not, it certainly scared the people living on this property. Now, before we show you that video, listen to their call for help.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us.
Some people just ain't excitable people that start yelling and get frantic. Some people are giving it to you straight. He sound like he's on the phone. He got his own man or whatever in the background. So if you're calling him a hoax because he's not excited and he's not being terrified the way terrified is portrayed in the movies, most of the time terrified in real life isn't portrayed the way it is in the movies. Some people freeze, some people scream, some people run, some people ball up, some people faint, pass out. I can't call him a liar because he's chill.
Eyes, they have big eyes, like I can't explain it, and big mouth. They're shiny eyes and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Okay.
Well, the 8 News Now investigators obtaining video as officers then responded to the call you just heard.
Because if it was a script, you would think the dude on the phone had the script. Nobody in the back need to relay him no information. That sounds like them going back and forth in the crib about it.
You'll see the officers also saw something in the sky that night, but the big question is, what was it, and is it all connected?
Leave her alone.
It's almost midnight on May 1st when a Las Vegas Metro police officer's body cam catches this, something flashing low in the sky.
911 emergency.
Minutes later,
there's like an 8-foot person.
Yo, if the timing matches up, the timing matches up. Whatever that was, it looked big and it looked close.
Leave her alone.
It's almost midnight on May 1st when a Las Vegas Metro police officer's body cam catches this, something flashing low in the sky.
911 emergency.
Minutes later,
there's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Someone calls 911 reporting 2 large figures in their backyard.
No, I'm so nervous right now.
The 8 News Now investigators obtaining another officer's video as he's sent to the Northwest Valley home.
I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star, then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
By now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard? Or
they see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something.
Okay, that's what they say. Why their father didn't co-sign. So evidently it was the brother that was feeding the information to the other brother that was on the phone. Now the father's saying what they see, right? But the father is going through the whole motions of, father's an older person, older people are a little bit more discreet. He don't want his co-workers sitting around thinking he believes in aliens or he saw something. He's leaving himself out of it. But he's doing a whole lot of descriptive talking.
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into...
The father said that's what they see, right? Something big with a light, and he's explaining, right? I think he saw it.
That's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but Metro blacked out that part of the video because it's considered private property. Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but Metro blacked out that part of the video because it's considered private property. What's clear? They're taking this call seriously.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too.
Where are the other cameras in the area? Have we seen any of those since that day? There had to be something else that caught that thing falling out the sky. I need to see other angles.
Only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
That investigation turning up no concrete answers as of Wednesday.
I'm not buying that it turned up no concrete answers. Something crashed. Did they fly away? Did they disintegrate? Did the ship disintegrate? There's no physical evidence. Physical evidence is in that backyard. I haven't heard the beginning of the call. He says he's 8 foot tall standing beside it. Beside what? I ain't heard the part of the call where you say a ship crashed in my backyard and there's an 8 foot alien standing beside it. Strange.
Whatever or whoever fell into that yard, long gone within minutes.
Oh, hey, if those 9 foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
If the dude's on the phone and he's saying they looking right at me, I'm looking right at them. Big mouth, big eyes, shiny eyes, 8 to 10 feet. And you're on the phone. What, you lose contact with it? What happened? You tell me, shorty. Did they fly away? Did they disappear? Did they dissolve into the ground? Like, what happened?
I mean, it's so interesting. So, like, the Metro officer sees something, the neighbor sees something. I mean, so what could it be?
Well, we know that there are...
News channels ain't nothing but reaction channels nowadays, so stick with me.
Okay, what's going on over there?
Okay, lady. Me, my dad, and my brother, we're working on a truck in our backyard, and we have a big lot outside, right? Correct?
Okay.
We was working, and we just see in a corner of our eye something fall down from the sky, and it was with light. And when it hit down, it was like a big impact, and we felt it. We felt like an energy, and then we hear like a lot of footsteps near us, and then we have a big equipment, and we see, and there's like an 8 foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
He put his father on blast because he said his father was out there with him.
Me, my dad, and my brother, we were...
Me, my dad, and my brother. I told you, I feel like the old man didn't want to say he saw anything. He's old school. He don't want no part of it. But he was doing a whole lot of descriptive hand movements, though.
And then we have a big equipment, and we see, and there's like an 8 foot person beside it.
He said we have a big what? A big equipment?
And then we hear like a lot of footsteps near us, and then we have a big equipment, and we see, and there's like an 8 foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard.
Is that how he's trying to describe the scale of it being 8 to 10 feet tall, that the footsteps came to his backyard, he has big equipment, and that's how they could tell that it was 8 to 10 feet? Or did the thing crash in their yard? Evidently, the thing didn't crash in their yard now, is what they're saying.
And they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot.
In the time that it took to do this phone call, they say it's still there. They're looking right at him. Nobody pulled out their phone. He didn't go on speaker and pull up his camera. That part is weird to me, too.
Just before midnight on April 30th, skywatchers across several western states saw a bright fireball streak through the heavens. A police officer working in the Northwest Valley caught a glimpse of the colorful object.
Where are they in relation to the house that had the beings in the backyard? Can't be far. I mean, a little drive, because that's in a distance there, but can't be far.
These are some of the claims they've made in other public forums. Multiple family members back.
So if the craft didn't crash in the yard, it was very close. And then they heard the footsteps, and then they said they got equipment, and one of them things was inside their equipment, and the other one was standing next to it. That's what he said on the call. There's the equipment right there. You got a cat in his yard.
Accepted their invitation to do an interview.
The father don't want no part of this. The father feel like they went too far already. The boys probably want the story out. Different generations, different motivation.
They didn't answer the door or their phone. These are some of the claims they've made in other public forums. Multiple family members backed up the story in an initial police report we obtained. Angel says they heard the patter of multiple feet in the yard. They later heard footsteps on their roof. They saw one of the 8-foot-tall creatures climb behind the controls of a large front loader stored in the yard as if trying to engage it. He got a good look at one of the creatures, he said, a greenish-grayish being with large eyes and long legs. He says he could hear its deep breaths, and when he locked eyes, he was, in essence, frozen in place, couldn't move. In the middle of the yard where the object had crashed, then vanished.
Listen, if the things wanted to hurt them, they would have. If it had that much control over the kid, that they could stop him in his tracks and freeze him and blur the yard and all of that, if he could see that dude was trying to jump in the cat and take off in the cat, that means that thing had the power to hurt him and it didn't. But I'm believing that the old man wants no part of it and the kids want the story out. They don't understand the repercussions like the old man does. They don't understand the government like the old man does.
A few days later, the family says, 2 Metro sergeants returned to the scene to ask follow-up questions. The family says they also saw men in suits and sunglasses driving in a car with government plates cruising slowly past the house in the following days.
Who said that? Come on, we still doing the suits and sunglasses, stereotyping. These G-men. Men in Black. A lot can happen. They could try to make the family look like a bunch of yahoos. The father knows that. The kids don't get it. The kids think that their word and the internet is just gonna get their story out. They don't understand that the old man knows how the government moves, and he knows how they can flip this in the media to make them look like a bunch of lunatics.
You know, you mentioned, George, in that piece that, they were frozen because so many people have been critical of, like, why didn't they get their phone out? Do we know if there's even any video of this incident?
Yes and no. So there's a surveillance camera in the backyard. The property owner keeps that because he's got a lot of expensive equipment there. What we were told is that at the moment this thing comes down and crash, this camera went out, and it was out for a couple of minutes. When it came back on, the object was gone, but the circle was there. We've been told by Angel in multiple phone conversations that he shot video of the creatures. We haven't seen it, and we don't know anybody else who's seen it yet, so maybe he'll release it.
Angel, you better not be playing no games.
They're claiming 8 to 9 foot tall green beings that were in their backyard. Sounds crazy, but you never know.
Why are you telling their business to
These are your
strangers?
neighbors, your fine neighbors over here. But again, I would normally discount it as probably not real.
Neighbors right here?
Yes.
Yo.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However,
Yo, man, these officers, boy. You telling their business to strangers that was just driving by down the street.
what's up? Yeah, there's multiple people in this home, so we already checked.
Why you giving their information out? That right there is part of the reason that the old man don't want to be Mr. UFO catcher and putting his business out there. Because look at how frivolous they are with his shit already. He outside flagging people down. Hey, you know these people right here? No, I don't know. These people said they saw aliens in their yard. It's none of these people's business. It's already become an intrusion of the man's privacy.
I told my neighbor what we saw. He's like, no way. He's like, get the security cameras. I gotta see.
Yeah.
I don't know. He told me we're not police officer.
See, well then somebody's lying, because when he got on the phone, he said him, his dad, and his brother were working on a car. Somebody's lying now.
I told my neighbor what we saw. He's like, no way. He's like, get the security cameras. I gotta see.
Yeah.
I don't know. He told me we're not police officer. Before that or after that? She saw a big
Yeah, we
light.
were on a call by the Target right down there, in the Bonds, and she saw what she thought was a shooting star fly in the sky. She saw something.
I don't believe in these things.
I don't believe, but Mom,
You
I
see
swear
the
to God,
officer?
so we're not putting God in
Told her
this, you
that,
know.
hey, I see a big light
But I
now.
don't see it.
Well, no, I'm not. I mean, I believe stuff. I don't know, but listening to their stories, like I'm back there with like chills on my arms. Like it's creepy.
You guys got the chills?
Yeah, it's weird, bro.
Why am I the only one who's like, okay?
It's weird. Just the fact that our partner saw something at the same exact time.
I put it on my feet. I put it
Weird.
your neighbor's still going around looking, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you guys have, I'm sorry, no surveillance, no video?
The cameras don't belong to us.
So that's from the company camera. So on the post, the one on the post.
There's one back there, but doesn't.
Got a camera on the post here. Over here, I'll show you.
No, they don't see it. They see it.
Yeah, the landlord has it, so they don't have access to it, but someone else has access to it. So yeah, like I said, we'll ATL the area, and we'll be around here for the night.
I'm
So
going to the hotel, man.
yeah, I don't blame you. All right, man. We appreciate you calling. Give us a call if you see anything else, okay?
Aliens.
I know. Legit, bro.
Wait, if those 9-foot beings come back.
No, hey. If those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that. I'll drive by and wave at you guys. You're on your own, bro.
Guys, have a good one.
I told my dad what we saw, and he said, no way. That's not what they said on the 911 call. What they said on the 911 call was that they were working on a car with their dad and their brother. Till somebody cleans up that line, somebody's bullshitting as far as I'm concerned. They had me up to that point. Did something fall out the sky? Yes. Did these guys see that, feel that, hear that, and then take it to another level? Maybe, because I'm hearing bullshit now. I'm hearing two different stories. One that was working with the dad, the other one he told his dad what he saw. I don't get it.
Me, my dad, and my brother were working on a truck in our backyard.
Me, my dad, and my brother. Then he has an interaction with his father that seems pretty legit, where he's like, oh, when I told my father this happened, blah, 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 blah. So which one is it? Was your father there? All right, here's how it went down. Phone call happens. Buddy says, me, my father, and my brother working on a car. Aliens crash, jumped out, try to steal the cat. Boom, boom, boom. Police get there. Father says, no, they saw. But what they saw was this, and this. So he put it on them, said he didn't see nothing. But then he was real descriptive about what he saw. And then I see the kid say, oh, when I tell my father what I saw, he was like, wow. So which is it? Did the father see it? Did the father not see it? Why did they say that on the phone call? That they were working on a car, the three of them. Something fell from the sky, that we know. Where it landed, where it went, we don't know. If it's covered up, if it's not, that we don't know. But the biggest inconsistency I'm seeing is that if the father did see it, he just wants no part of the hubbub. If the father didn't see it, why did Okie and Dokie say that on the 911 call?
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is my first video. I'm here to tell you what happened to me on May 1st, 2023. I'm trying to explain the best of my abilities. This is not a conspiracy theory. I'm not making this story out for clout or fame. I just want to tell you what happened to me and my family.
Your father wants you to shut up.
And I know some people are not going to believe this, but each person is different. So this is what happened to me. Keep in mind, this is midnight and I'm fixing a truck in my backyard. At this point, I'm only with my brother and I hear something fall from the sky.
Man, it's mad specific. I'm only with my brother. That's not what you said on the 911 call.
Only with my brother and I'm fixing a truck in my backyard. At this point, I'm only with my brother and I hear something fall from the sky. I turn around. The only thing I see is a big light falling from the sky, and moments after, I feel a big impact and a bang, sort of like a big impact fall. And me and my brother looked at each other, and we were scared. But when the impact happened, it was sort of like a shock wave.
What's he reaching for?
Like an out-of-body experience. So to say, when I tried to look at the object, it was all blurry. Not my vision, but only
Wait. He's reading? Y'all wildin'. Hold on.
Like an out-of-body experience. So to say, when I tried to look at the object,
so to say,
it was all blurry. Not my vision, but only the backyard area. And I hear thousands of footsteps around me, and maybe a couple seconds later, the blurriness was gone. And here's the footage of the body, the police officer's body cam, and here's the object I'm referring to, the light. Video. Here's a Ring camera video. You could hear the bang. This is around the neighborhood. So here's the video.
Around the neighborhood. From who? It whistled and everything? It sounded like a sound effect.
So when that happened, the only thing I can see in the backyard is a tall creature, probably around 8-10 feet tall, very thin. So I called my dad. He went to the backyard and he saw the same thing, the same creature I saw.
So who's lying, man? Because the old man said he didn't see shit. Old man said this is y'all problem. You also said when I told my dad, he was like, wow. He didn't write this, because if he wrote this, he would have knew in what context to use the word so to say. And he didn't. That's a big deal.
He told me to go inside the house. At this point, we all freaking out, me and my family. And here's the video where we were in the backyard area. You cannot see it too good, but on camera, but it's there. Here's the video.
The lady said she didn't see shit. I don't believe, but you know. And then the father that said, no, they say, pero it had this and with lights and, come on, bro. Somebody's bullshitting. Somebody's lying around here.
Moments after the video, me and my brother went to go pick up my tools. Then my brother calls me, and he told me shakingly, look behind the forklift. So I look. Keep in mind I'm facing the forklift, and then I see the alien creature. So when I saw it, it was a tall, skinny, lengthy creature. He was a gray, greenish color, and when I looked at it in the eyes, my body just froze. Like the same experience as having sleep paralysis. Keep in mind I'm staring at him, and I look at his whole body, and he has a weird looking feet and a big face and eyes, and you can see a big mouth. And I could hear his loud, deep breathing, and I could see his stomach moving. He would just stare at me. Seconds later, I could start moving again. And I start running towards the house. That's when I call 911. I'm waiting for the police to come, and you could hear footsteps in the backyard area. And a loud whispering, like you could hear whisperings. We were in the living room area, and you could hear footsteps on the roof. So we waited a little bit for the police. When they arrived, I told them what I saw, and they were kind of freaked out. So they went in the backyard, and one of the officers pointed at the floor, and it was a perfect circle. Here's a photo of the circle I'm referring to. Keep in mind, 2 officers came in my house, and one of them started running to his car, driving around the neighborhood, asking passing cars if they saw a light.
What's clear, they're taking this call seriously.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they...
There's nothing, however, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
Goosebumps and freaking out. He started investigating that he told me his partner, she saw a light falling from the sky. He told me he believes me because her partner reported that she saw the same light as me.
So,
moments before they left, one of the officers told me, if I see the thing again, to don't call him, just shoot him. And you can hear in the video, here's the video.
If those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
So they left, and we went inside the house, and we started praying. As we're praying, you can hear a loud human-like scream in the backyard. This is what happened to me on May 1st, 2023. I hope you guys kind of understand what happened to me. I know it's hard to believe, but I saw what I saw, and it's kind of going viral. That's why I'm here to explain the story. I did an interview with journalist Doc Papa. I'm going to put his video in the description. I'm going to make a part 2 of the stuff that happened after May 1st, and thank you for watching the video.
It's either somebody wrote that for him, or he's probably somebody that's trying to be organized, trying to give a presentation here, but it's weird.
The fireball captured on a police body cam on the night of April 30th was real. The American Meteor Society says witnesses reported seeing it all across the West, from northeastern Utah to Southern California. Another Las Vegas resident sent us a video of the same object recorded on her home camera.
Investigation by Nexstar station KLAS.
As the story of the Las Vegas incident spread across newscasts and social media, one of NASA's planetary defense officers weighed in to say it was likely a small meteor that fell to Earth hundreds of miles away from Las Vegas. Police videos obtained by 8 News Now indicate Metro officers were among the witnesses.
One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious.
The appearance of the meteor seemingly triggered the events that followed. A frightened family called 911 and told police they had 10-foot-tall alien beings in their backyard. Officers responded to the home minutes later, interviewed the witnesses, canvassed the area, and cautiously inspected the backyard to look for intruders. One thing noticed by the officers was a circle in the soil. In conversations with us and in a podcast interview, Angel, the main witness, suggested the circle might have been created when an unknown object landed in the yard. Social media sleuths have since pointed out that the circular image has been viewable via Google Earth for more than a year. The family told us by phone they had seen suspicious vehicles with men in black types checking out their home. Turns out there is substance to that. A retired police officer fessed up on News Nation that he spent days staking out the house to see what, if anything, unfolded. What about those reports that Metro installed a special surveillance camera atop the house, presumably to watch for intruders, human or otherwise, or overzealous media? Turns out that's true as well. Metro confirmed as much in a statement to 8 News Now's David Charnes. The system stayed on the roof for days. What about the Ring camera video with the weird noise? The main witness, Angel, intimated to us the video was recorded by one of his neighbors, and the audio was from the April 30th UFO crash. It wasn't. The security camera video was recorded in mid-April, according to the man who first posted the clip. He doesn't want his name used, but says the recording was from a fireball that passed over his home in the southwestern part of the valley 2 weeks prior to the alleged alien encounter. The family declined to be interviewed by us, but members have spoken elsewhere and stick to their claims of seeing aliens in the backyard. Dozens of people on social media have analyzed and dissected the images with various claims of aliens spotted in the shadows. Police do not believe this was a hoax call, which could be a crime if done intentionally.
So what happened? Did a meteor fall out the sky and these kids just figure, hey, let me take advantage of this situation and call this in? Or is the kid a little internet dork that gets fed all kind of information and he just runs with it and he got that video and just ran with the shit? Or they're making them look like yahoos. Here, read this, do this. I don't know, man. So this is the supposed aliens that was in the backyard. Looks like some CGI bullshit to me. But first of all, that's not surveillance from the yard, from the specific yard, because as we saw, that yard is gravel. And if it wasn't gravel, I don't remember seeing any trees or none. And don't get it fucked up. When we see a real alien, it's gonna look fake to us. If it doesn't move like us, if it defies physics and gravity and shit is different, you know, for all we know, they eat with their feet. But that right there looks like some AI fuckery. It's funny. We'll be paying attention for new information. I'll let you know what happens. But as far as I'm concerned, somebody's lying in this scenario. If you guys know something I don't, let me know in the comments. If you have yet to subscribe to the channel, please do. Hit the like button. Let's get this algorithm popping. Peace.